I decided to do this live. It is, I should have come prepared with the date. I think it's the 28th. It's July 28th. And I'm recording this. I talked to my sister-in-law last night, Aunt Andrea, and as you can see from the title, it says 51 in cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer a few weeks back, and she called me last night and she said, why don't you do a video blog so maybe you can share your experience with people going through chemo and stuff like that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I usually post or I try to post funny shit. Like every once in a while I'll do bad politics and I get beat up for that, but I'm just trying to entertain people. I said, I don't think anybody wants to hear about negativity and, I guess chemotherapy and cancer. I can say the word now. I was using the C word for a while, but I just use the word now. I said, there is no way I am doing a freaking video blog about my life with cancer. Nope, and nope. So I get up about every 2 hours. I don't sleep very well. And I thought about it last night. And when I learned what I had, it's may have been a bad idea. When I learned what I had, I wasn't mad, I wasn't angry. I just said, what? What's the lesson? What is somebody trying to tell me here? This was not a good idea. I'll come up with a joke at some point, though. It'll get better. I did actually have some interesting moments in the hospital that I'll share with you. But I said, what's the lesson? And I guess the lesson was that, we all experience, ups and downs. We hit rock bottom. And I think that sharing your experience with others and being vulnerable is what helps you get through it sometimes. I gotta stop crying. I feel like a baby. Jesus, stop it already. Damn bastard. So anyway, I'm gonna try to be brief, and I don't know if I'll keep doing these or not. I'm gonna just take it one day at a time, and that's kind of the motto. One day at a time. So how did it happen? I guess I was just feeling sick one day. I remember it was June 12th. I was going to a good friend's birthday party, friend of the family, family, and I was like, Chris, I don't feel like going. And I'm like, I usually make excuses and back out of shit, but I'm like, I don't feel like going. And I went, and the next day I woke up and I thought I had sinus and allergies, and went to my doctor, gave me medicine. 5 days later, gave me a different medicine. And then 15 days in, I said, I gotta go to the hospital. So I drove myself to the ER, and the guy checked me in, big guy. He was a big dude. I mean, he checked me. He's like, check me in, check my pulse, checked everything. He's like, you're fine. I'm like, I'm not fine, dude. He had some nice sneakers on. He had some of the nicest sneakers I ever saw. So I go back and get in the ER, and I'm, me, I talk to everybody. And yeah, so I'm just talking. I'm thinking this is all cool. And they said, we're going to give you some, what did they give you? IV fluids and then some nausea medication. Hopefully we'll get you out of here. They do the blood work. And then the doc comes in. He's like, you're going to be staying with us for a little bit. I'm like, okay. He didn't really tell me anything at that point. He just said, you're going to be staying with us. Believe it or not, I was kind of excited to be in the hospital. I mean, not excited, but I'm like, shit, I haven't been to a hospital. Only I tore my ACL trying to play basketball, which is stupid because I can't play any sports well. But that's a whole different podcast or whatever you call this thing. That was terrible, that injury. Anyway, yeah, so I said maybe I get my own TV, I get the little remote control, and yeah, so it ended up being 1 day, 2 days. Yeah, so they, I don't know, I guess found out I had kidney failure, and then I found out about the cancer and all that. So here I am. Spent 2 weeks in the hospital. Got home last Friday. I gotta just thank all the people that, my wife especially has to deal with all this shit. My little buddy. And then, Chris's mom, Andrea, my brother, all my family, they've been super supportive. I mean, I got a whole nursing group that helps. And all my friends and family and co-workers came to see me. I'm leaking. Yeah, I'm leaking bad here. It's all good though. Yeah, so they were super supportive. So, yeah, I'm home now. And, I'm on chemotherapy, so I'll let you know how that's going. It's definitely not fun. So anybody out there dealing with this, you want to comment, I don't know if I can help you at all. I'm just waking up every day thinking I'm grateful for what I have. Shit happens, right? You hit rock bottom and you just get up and you go. So I had chemo on Monday. Each day I feel better. So when you get chemo, you're kind of like beat up. It's sort of like you get in a school fight and like 10 people beat you up and they just leave you on the ground, and eventually you get back up and each day you feel better. I went to Chick-fil-A yesterday. I was so tempted to order not 49, not 51, but 50 nuggets, and half Sprite, half lemonade. Like Giannis. Giannis is a bad dude. That's a good person. You want to follow somebody with good character and good morals and a good family. I went off topic there, as I normally do. But, all right, that's all I think I can handle for today. I'm going to maybe catch up to you later in the week and tell you how things are going so far. So good. I'll tell you about some of my treatments that were pretty wild. The people, you know what, I like I said, all my families and friends and everybody came visited me or sent me something or bought me cookies or brownies, and my Eagles blanket for chemotherapy is the bomb. Thank you. Yeah, I refuse to lose. That's my motto. I usually said that at work, but it took me a while to say that here because this is so unknown what the hell is going to happen here. This is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. But I forgot what I was saying. But I'll tell you about my hospital stay. I had some really great doctors. I'm not sure if I can say their names because they told me some weird, dirty jokes and stuff, and I don't want to out them. But I had a couple residents I called Batman and Robin, who were super. I had Dr. Frank. I'm going to call him Dr. Frank, and he was Frank. Dr. Frank was Frank. I had Dr. Yu, my man Dr. Yu, who's taking care of me with the cancer. And then I'm trying to think of my other doctor, Dr. Yu, Dr. Frank. Oh, shit. What's my other guy's name? I'll think of it. And the St. Mary's, they're a great hospital, great people. Joan was one of my great nurses. I'll just tell you a quick story about Joan, and then I will be out of here. My wife's a nurse. My niece is a nurse. My sister-in-law is a nurse. We got a lot of nurses. My brother-in-law's a nurse. His wife's a nurse. There's a lot of nurses in our family. So I got a good idea how busy they are and what they go through. And when people ask for like a cup of ice or water and it doesn't come right away, and people get all crazy in the hospital and start beeping their buzzer, they got other shit to do, right? You know, that getting my ice water was not the most important thing. So I didn't use my buzzer too much. I used my buzzer like 3 times. One time, I was ready to rip out of my skin and run out of the place. So I kind of gave them a heads up that I think I'm losing it, and you might want to come in here and give me something, but I get out of breath, like 5 feet, I'm out of breath. They'd have caught me. They'd have definitely caught me. But Joan was amazing. I asked Joan, she came in my room, she's like, oh, you need ice? You need your pillow covers changed. You need this. I was sad one day, she was rubbing my back. She offered to bring me in sweet tarts. Apparently her sweet tarts are unbelievable. I did refuse and never got a chance to have her sweet tart that she said was just off the hook. I regret that from my visit. But man, she checked in all the time. We laughed, we even cried together. Her name was Jo. She was great. All right, I'm done. All right, that's it. I'm out. I'll keep you updated. Right now, I dropped Jonathan off at soccer. Back home with my buddy, which is good. Back home with my family. This is some crazy stuff, but I refuse to lose. I'm gonna stick around for a while. I'm not quite sure how long. I asked them how long, but they wouldn't tell me. He said, I can't tell you that. I'm like, all right, that's going to work out real well with the way I handle things. You're going to tell somebody with OCD and control issues that you don't know how long I'm going to be here? I'm going to, come on, Dr. You got to do better than that. So, yeah, I'll tell you about my doctors, Batman and Robin. They were my boys. They helped me get through this. All right, so thank you, everybody. I love you.